My favorite question right now is, Jenny, how did you get started in real estate? And it's kind of a fun story for me right now because I'll be 50 this year in December. And when I first got started in real estate, I had turned 40. And what happened is when I turned 40, my best friend in the entire world moved to Alabama. My oldest daughter was starting college, and we were not the kind of people that had saved for college. So we were trying to figure out how were we going to pay what Hope didn't pay for. She had gotten the Hope Scholarship, and it was looking like we were going to have to do loans. And I just did not want her to start out as an adult with all those student loans. So I decided I was going to get a job and help pay for it. And my first thought was, I called a friend of mine that's a regional manager in insurance, and I was like, hey, I've got a great idea. I think I'm going to start selling insurance. And she goes, Jenny, have you ever read your policy? And I was like, no, who would do that? They were so boring. And she said, why would you sell insurance if you don't even read your policy? You can't sell something you don't like. Why don't you sell houses? Now, she knew, and you may not know this, but she knew that back before the housing crisis, I actually worked for a real estate company as the office administrator. So my job was supporting the agents, processing the contracts. So I had gotten this really good view of about 4 high-producing agents and how they ran their businesses. I learned a ton. But in that process, another thing I learned is I didn't like a whole lot of real estate agents. I know somebody's going to call me on this, but a lot of them just had what I called ego problems. And they thought so highly of themselves that I could not imagine myself as a real estate agent. So that's what I told her. Why would I want to be a real estate agent? You know how I feel about them. And she gave me the best piece of advice anybody's ever given me in my real estate career. She said, don't be that kind of agent. And so I kind of sat back and thought, she's right. I already know so much about real estate from working there. I'll just be me and see what happens. So I got my real estate license. I got started. I went back to that same company because I loved the management and the owner of the company. And I was there for a couple of years. And what I found out in real estate, there's 2 things that it takes to be highly successful. And it is in anybody's reach. The number 1 is hustle. Listen, people want people who want to sell houses and buy houses. They want us to hustle and find them a house. They want us to hustle and get their house sold. So I had plenty of hustle. The other thing that every real estate agent needs is education. You have so many opportunities to educate yourself in real estate. You don't have to go to college. The classes are easily available. You just have to be dedicated to learning as much as you can about the market, about the contracts, and about people. And you can be whatever kind of real estate agent you want to be. So if you've ever thought about getting into real estate, I would love to talk to you.